What's up everybody? Today we're going to be doing a Blackout Garage review video on the EDELBROCK Carburetor AVS2. Now this is the most recently updated version of that 4-barrel carburetor that EDELBROCK offers, and most of us hot rod guys actually run on our cars. For you Holly guys, you guys are in your own fucking pool because I don't fuck with Hollies, it's not my shit. Anyway, back to the topic. We'll be discussing in this video why I think the carburetor is a good choice, and more importantly, what are the key differences from the previous model to this most recent model. Now, I've had both. I still have the other one. I actually threw it in the 67 and it's currently running with that. So, without any more details, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a quick explanation on what major key differences are incorporated into this new design. So, let's get to it. Alright, so right here we have the EDELBROCK Performer. This is an original 4-barrel carburetor that I had running on the 81. And just, looking at it from the exterior, you're going to see that there aren't that many differences, but this is the main point right here. These are the actual fuel boosters. Now you can see right here we have what's called a down leg design. I'll do a comparison in the next few seconds, but this is what comes in the original. Now for the AVS2, right off the bat you can see it looks almost the same, minus the logo, but the biggest differences in design are going to be internal. Now we're going to take a look at that annual booster design, and instead of the down leg, like I said, we have an annual booster design. This means we have 8 little ports going around the circle of this little booster, and instead of just downpouring fuel into the intake manifold, this is going to squirt it. You could actually see this in this little diagram right here. So on the left side you have the down leg booster, and then on the right side you have a new annual booster. What this does is it actually improves the atomization process of the fuel. Now, I'm going to go ahead and describe this picture a little bit more clearly in the next few seconds. Alright, so take note that the right side of this diagram is for like a jet engine basically. So the combustion area in this diagram isn't as accurate, but I couldn't find a good enough one to throw in here. But from left to right it's pretty much the same. So we're atomizing the fuel, it's getting vaporized, and what this means is you're basically going from liquid to gas. You'll see that in this image right here. So imagine liquid going through a jet and then being squirted out, and what it does is it breaks it down into smaller molecules. Now what happens when the fuel is in smaller molecule form, it could actually mix with the air properly. Now once you're mixing with the air the way you should, you get the right amount of combustion to actually ignite this in the most efficient way. So with this new carburetor design, you're actually getting a more efficient burning rate than you would have with the down leg system instead of just pouring fuel in there directly. So now that you kind of understand that aspect, we're going to go ahead and go back to my review and why I like it, and basically, what I noticed from driving it for the last month. Alright, so now that I went over everything that, all the key differences basically with the two different carburetors, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my opinion on what I think this carburetor is worth. Now, straight off the back, I'll tell you, 15 years of research and development make a big difference. Right off, dude, bolt on, no adjustments, nothing. She was good to go. Way better on the power, just throttle response was so much more crisp, and acceleration was a little bit better too. Even on the freeway, with the old carburetor, I was always hesitant to overtake people because I didn't think I could actually pick up enough speed and time. And now I don't even sweat it. I'll fucking floor it and don't give a shit. And she gives me no issues. So on the power band and, in terms of performance, she does really good. In terms of fuel efficiency, the old one, I was running it really lean to get as much fuel economy as I could get, and I was getting about 14 mpgs on a good day, or 11 on a shitty week in LA traffic. So I ended up getting around 200 to 220 miles per tank. Now I get the same, but I haven't had to lean it out. I'm actually running a little rich. And the only thing I changed was the step-up spring. Now what the step-up spring does is allows you to have different spring rates, and on the freeway it allows you to not have to use a higher percentage of your throttle, I guess. So, if your pedal's all the way down, imagine you're halfway, that's 50%, your pedal's about 15%. So now you basically reduce percentage of throttle use by 5% because you're running a softer spring and you're not using as much fuel when you're cruising. So that helped a lot too. So freeway MPG is definitely 14 solid, no issues. Even in traffic it's not too bad. So fuel efficiency is actually better than you'd think, and yeah, I mean, I can't complain. for around the same price as the original, you know, EDELBROCK carburetor was going for. You know, you got to consider inflation and all that bullshit. But for the same price, basically, it's pretty damn good. It's a good bang for your buck. It's a really good update from the previous models. You know, it just shows you how much EDELBROCK really puts into the research and development. So a big shout out to you guys. You guys are fucking beast. Not that my name is Victor Jr. or anything, but I mean, that'd be cool to get sponsored. Anyway, that's for a different time down the line when your boy's making bigger moves. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review video. I hope it was helpful, you know, making these big pointers on what the key differences are. And just like I said, like, I'm trying hard not to be biased. Like, you know, I'm just talking strictly about EDELBROCK. I'm not shitting on any other carburetors. I'm sure other people have good experiences with Holley, but EDELBROCK has never failed me. You know, I wake up in the morning, it's cold as hell. I mean, California, I mean, for me it's cold, but everyone else is probably like summer weather. And she starts up good at 4 a.m. in the morning, no issues. During the day, it gets hot as balls, be 100 degrees. She starts up fine, no issues. So, well, it hasn't been 100 degrees with this carburetor, but I got up to 85 last, you know, a couple weeks ago. So, she does really good in a wide range of temperatures, which is really good. And yeah, so that being said, it's going to conclude the video. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate the support. You guys are fucking awesome. And until next time.